by as much as this Yeshua has become a guarantor of a better covenant. Okay, now we're going to get into this. He's become the guarantor of a better covenant. Now, I'm not going to have time, and I'm not going to take the time, and I apologize, to go into every Greek word and explain to you what the Greek word means from that point on. I'm just going to tell you, in my research, this is a better translation of the Greek word. Okay, the Greek for better here is more accurately translated as better because it is more fully developed. Well, that's a whole different idea. Not better because the other one was bad or awful or this or wrong or useless. No, it is more fully developed or stronger or with a sense of being nobler or reaching the needed dominion or level of mastery. So it's the next level. It's not that was bad, throw it away, it was a curse, you couldn't do it anyway, blah, blah, blah. He's now the guarantor of a better, more nobler, higher level of mastery, reaching this other level of dominion, this better, more fully developed covenant. Wow. Now that's a whole different thing than you're hearing on Sunday. Because after all, he's the guarantor of a better covenant, which means the other one wasn't good. No, this one is just more fully developed. It means that it's built upon. Wasn't there a Noahic covenant or an Adamic covenant or an Abrahamic covenant? Was there anything wrong with those covenants? No, but each one had to become more fully developed. It was stronger, not weaker. And then when you get to the Mosaic covenant, it's much more fully and detailed out in its development. And now we're building on that to the next level, which makes this a better covenant. It doesn't disrespect the previous. There's never a disrespect for the Noahic, the Mosaic, or the Abrahamic, then the Mosaic. Never in each one does it say, well, that Noah one was terrible and stupid. We're going to have now the Mosaic one. Okay? So why does Christianity do this to the Mosaic one? Because they don't want to keep the law. So they disrespect the law. I'll say it again. The Greek word here for better is it's not, look, if you speak any other language, you know you can't just go word for word, language for language. Sometimes it takes a sentence to say what that word means in one language in the other language. So this word translated as better is actually better translated, okay, as the way I described it as being better because it's more fully developed. Better because it's stronger, nobler, it's reached a needed dominion level. Now that you've reached this level, you can go on to the next level, is what it's saying. The next level, by the way, okay, if you're in a building, if you're on the first floor, can you go to the second floor by getting rid of the first floor? Can you build the second floor on nothing? It's built on the first floor. Okay? That's what it's saying. It's like you reach the level of mastery here. You're now ready for the next level. Wow, that's some cool stuff. And we've been building up to this now for a couple of weeks because this is a great understanding of what a better covenant is. He says, now you Hebrews who believe in Messiah, with the temple being destroyed, you are now ready in their level of mastery to go to the next level, which is built upon all the previous levels. I hate to use a martial arts example, okay? But when I got to be a black belt, well, before that, when I first started off as a white belt and I got to be a yellow belt, guess what I was expected? To know everything that a white belt knew, but I was ready to learn the yellow belt stuff. When I was ready to go to green belt, I wasn't expected to look at the yellow belt stuff as dumb and wasteful. No, it was foundational, and I had to master it so I could handle the green belt stuff. Now, a lot of you out there are freaking out thinking martial arts is all pagan and everything else. Well, you can calm that all down. I'm just making a point. Don't miss the point. See, all that blue emotional stuff, calm down, don't miss the point. Okay? The point is that it took a level of mastery for me to now be able to learn the next stuff built on what I had mastered. Or I would not be able to master the new stuff. But in mastering it, I didn't throw away and discard the old stuff because it was foundational to the new stuff. Now we starting to get it?
So in order to be ready for this higher level of covenant, this better, by being more fully developed, this higher level of mastery, you need to have mastered the other. What's the other? The whole Mosaic thing. Don't think you're going to go into the Yeshua thing if you haven't mastered the Mosaic thing. And by mastered it, it doesn't mean now that you mastered it, you throw it away, you don't need it anymore. No, now you've got it down so well, you do it just like breathing. That's what mastery is. You now do it without thinking. It's part of who you are.